I want to take a moment to talk about leads and how to effectively use them. Handling leads is all about methodical decision making. What we're really looking forward to is following the program and make decisions based on simple criteria, just like a computer would do. It's really that easy. So now we start calling on our leads. This is a pretty easy process, but it just takes discipline and dedication. First thing, if we didn't connect with somebody, it's real easy. We just try again. We put them back in the system, we try again. If we do connect with someone, we then have to decide if they're the decision maker, and that's what it is. So what we're doing is we're classifying the phone call at this point. First off, are they interested? That means basically, did they listen to me? If they did, they're interested. If they're not interested, that's not the end of the world. We just try again. It's really pretty easy. How often do we really reach the right person at the right time? And lastly, are they unqualified? This is probably a great place to talk about a couple of different terms. First off, rejection. A lot of people in sales feel that rejection is the end of the world. And actually, if that's the case, sales really isn't for you. This is a numbers game, pure and simple. Call 100 people, get one result. Call 100 people, get 2 results. That's about it. So we just have to worry about the things that we actually can control. When someone says they're not interested, what you can basically assume is that you didn't reach them at the right time. Now, they very well may not be interested, and this may not be for them, but everybody's default response is no. So this is a great opportunity, honestly, to ask for no sometimes. So for instance, would it be ridiculous if we met? Would it be ridiculous if you listened to me? Their default response is going to be no, and it's pretty easy for them to do it. It's a lot easier to get a no than it is a yes. So just because somebody says they're not interested, it's usually a psychological and repetitive response in their life that means nothing. So just continue on and hit them back again. They won't remember you anyway. So what does it mean to be unqualified? Well, unqualified means that they're not someone that we can work with under any circumstances. It means they could be broke. It means they could be going out of business. It means that they're out of business already and you've got a bad lead and bad phone number. Unqualified is relatively rare unless particularly unless you're getting a new batch of leads and it's just some bad information, which always happens. But realistically, unqualifying somebody should be a pretty rare event. If they're in business, they can work with us. So don't let someone unqualify themselves, or even if they're really rude and yell at you, I don't want them to work with you, doesn't necessarily mean unqualified. We could have just reached them at a bad time. So after you connect with someone and they're interested, which basically means, hey, they listen to me, you have a pretty easy classification job at this point. First, did you set an appointment? And second, did you not set an appointment? If you did set an appointment, from there what we're looking to do is a sales pitch. It's really 2 things that happen here too. Did you make the sale and get the contract, or did you not make the sale? No sale, no contract. After that, if that's the case, we just enter a follow-up protocol. If we didn't get the appointment at all, basically we enter the follow-up protocol directly. Throughout the whole lead process, we have exactly 2 points of control. That's it. The first point of control is the amount of contacts you can make in a limited period of time. The second point of control is following up with those contacts. And not to say that it's exactly a side note, but professionalism, that's where you can really take it to the next level and bring something out in yourself that basically influences the odds. Rather than 1 out of 100, you might get 1.5 out of 100 or 2 out of 100. That's the key to really making it and taking it to the next level. This really should speak for itself, but realistically, putting the numbers out here says more than I ever could. Hard work and quick work makes all the difference. And here's some sales statistics from Grant Cardone that are absolutely incredible and phenomenal, and actually have really lived up to my personal experiences. The biggest takeaway you can take is that 80% of the sales are made on the 5th to 12th contact. That means that you're going to have to do your job setting appointments and following up these leads. Not only that, even after you make the initial pitch, there's still a lot of follow-up that happens there. Basically, you need to just do your job and keep following up, and that's really what sales is all about. So if you want to be successful, be disciplined and follow up all the way through.